Good afternoon, everyone, and today we're going to have our business case analysis report presentation. I'm Wang Lingyan Cassie. And about the case, Loomis Restaurant, a flagship Italian restaurant under Garment Eats Incorporated, has recently faced high employee turnover in its frontline operations. Over the past 6 months, staff numbers have significantly declined, causing understaffing issues and impact service quality. And for the introduction part, with the consistently increasing employee turnover in frontline operations, leading to understaffing and potential service quality decline, this issue has drawn the attention of remaining employees and customers, causing stress to the remaining employees and potentially damaging the brand reputation. Therefore, we need to conduct a thorough analysis on the headcount trend, employment offers and compensations, and recruitment procedures being used. The purposes of this report are to present the findings of the analysis and to make feasible recommendations for management considerations of identifying causes of understaffing and propose actionable recruitment and retention strategies. In this report, we will focus on the analysis on frontline positions, as frontline staffs are leaving at high rates of 50%.
And I'm China Black, and now I will talk about the methodology. There are 3 internal documents by Loomis Restaurant. First, there are the monthly headcount tables for the frontline positions from January 2025 to June 2025. Then we have used the remunerations and benefit schedules for each frontline role. Also, we have shown the step-by-step recruitment procedures. The monthly headcount tables for the frontline position has been used to show the headcount trend that's connected to state change in the number of employees in the frontline operations to evaluate the turnover of the employees' turnover rates. Then, the remunerations and benefits schedules for each frontline role has showed us the main responsibilities of each frontline role, and the working hours per day, the salaries, and the other benefits of different positions in the frontline operations. And this has used it to explain the relationship of the understaffing issues and compare the pay and the benefits with the other same type of restaurant. And then the recruitment procedures has shown the process of the recruitment in the Loomis Restaurant, and this has used it to evaluate and analyze recruitment process and identify the pain points. And this research aims to qualify the magnitudes and the pattern of staff loss. Physicians identify the basic reasons of an understaffing issues, evaluate the effectiveness of the recruitment process, and provide recommendations to reduce turnover and understaffing issues. And now I'll pass to my partner.
Good afternoon, I'm Man Zijun, and I will now talk about the analysis and finding. And as you can see, the frontline staff such as services and buses, they are having a 50% loss. And the frontline staff are living at a very high rate, as you can see. And services and businesses, they are playing a very critical role on the daily operation of the restaurant. So the operations are now having a very severe understaffed problems by June. And then I will talk about the employment offers and compensations. As you can see, the working hours is very long. For example, service and buses, they need to work 10 hours a day, but they are only having a 55 Hong Kong dollars per hour, which is very low, and the benefits are less attractive. For example, the medical service exclude the families, and except the floor managers, other employees are only having a 20% discount. And the paying gap between the frontline staff, such as the services business and the manager service, is very steep. And it will demotivate the frontline staff, and they may quit their job and move to another restaurant, which could give them more high salary.
And for part 3.3, recruitment procedure issues. In today's fast-paced digital world, the traditional method of submitting paper-based application forms has become outdated and inefficient. This reliance on physical documentation not only slows down the recruitment process, but also distances a tech-savvy generation that values speed and convenience. Candidates frequently express frustration when confronted with complicated application processes. Furthermore, a lot of businesses use social media, JobsDB, and their own websites as a major part of their hiring procedures. Although these channels have limited reach in comparison to current recruitment platforms that use artificial intelligence and sophisticated algorithms to link employers and candidates, they can be effective in some ways. Companies that do not utilize a wider range of platforms may miss out on a diverse talent pool, especially younger candidates who might prefer specific job boards or mobile-friendly applications. The hiring process usually includes several interviews and role-play assessments, which are designed to help the employer decide if the candidate is suitable for the job. However, this test can make the process take a lot more time. This long process can turn away potential applicants in a competitive food and beverage job market, where people are used to faster, more streamlined application processes. As younger people start working, they want the hiring process to be more efficient and open, with faster feedback and a more interesting candidate experience.
And I will now talk about the conclusion. The problems of remote is facing is first, the pay is very low while working for a long hours. For example, the frontline need to work for 10 hours and the benefits are limited. For example, the medical service exclude families and it is only for the employees. And the recruitment process is very outdated and it could discourage some potential employees, and the consequences is it will lead to understaffing and putting additional staff strength on the staff, and it would eventually decrease the service quality and harm Lumos' reputation, and Lumos needs to take immediate steps. That is all. Thank you.
Okay, let me talk about recruitment improvement. To enhance efficiency and candidates' experience, we propose digitizing the application process by launching a mobile-friendly online portal. This will make it easier for applicants to apply and reduce barriers to entry. Another key improvement is streamlining the hiring process by merging the initial interviews and role-play assessments into a single session. This will reduce candidates' drop-off, especially during long waiting periods. We should also broaden our recruitment channels by collaborating with universities and vocational institutions and leveraging platforms like LinkedIn and job fairs. We can access a more diverse and qualified talent pool. Now, regarding compensation and benefits. To remain competitive, we recommend increasing hourly wages for servers and bussers to Hong Kong dollar 65 to 70. This adjustment is crucial to attract and retain frontline staff, especially as we have seen departures linked to low pay. We also propose extending medical benefits to cover family members, promoting a sense of equity and care. In addition, enhancing staff discounts to 30 to 40%, align them with managerial benefits and significantly boost morale and loyalty. Moving on to retention and work environment. The environment needs meaningful improvements to reduce turnover. We recommend introducing flexible scheduling options such as split shift or 4-day work weeks to better support work-life balance. Recognition plays a vital role in motivation. Simple gesture like an Employee of the Month program or public phrase can go a long way in making staff feel valued. It's also important to provide clear career progression opportunities. When employees see a path toward supervisory or managerial roles, they are more likely to stay and grow within the company. Lastly, monitoring and follow-up. We recommend that HR track turnover monthly and share quarterly trend reports with the general manager. Conducting consistent exit interviews will help us understand why employees leave, allowing for predictive retention strategies. To stay ahead, Lumos should also benchmark its compensation and benefits regularly against industry average. This proactive approach ensures we remain competitive and continue to lead in attracting and remaining top talents.